All right, my man, state your name and let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
All right, my name Main Boogie from Brooklyn.
All right.
Brooklyn native, all my life, 50 years, and I'm on Real Talk with my man Nick.
That's what's up, man.
Talking
Nick
about
fan.
these Knickerbockers.
Nick fan.
Nick fan all day.
Yeah?
All day.
Okay. How you feel about these Knicks of today, man?
I think they're trying to make steps moving forward, but in my opinion, I don't think that they're really trying to gear the Knicks to be a team to win a championship, because I feel like the Knicks is going to be a team that will probably never win a championship for years to come, because
It already been years, man. It's been 51 years,
so
man.
they want to keep they want to keep us hoping. They want to keep us hoping. As long as the fanship is hoping, we'll always be there to watch and support them or whatever like that. But I don't really think they're trying to make the Knicks a championship caliber team, because we have the money. We all know that. It's just, for whatever reason, we cannot get the necessary pieces, or we will not get the necessary pieces to become a real championship contender. Now, I like what they did with Brunson. They made some trades. They made a couple of good moves. I mean, this season, it was surprising. I was glad to see them get as far as they did. But like I said, I don't think that in my lifetime, I'll see the Knicks win a championship.
Oh, man, don't say that. But you said something I was quite interested in. You said that the Knicks organization is basically what you're saying, if I'm staying, correct me if needed, is that, in a nutshell, trying to break down, decipher what you just said, that the organization makes more money when they come short of winning the championship than actually winning the championship.
To keep people hoping. I think they're kind of doing the same thing with the Dallas Cowboys. You see how every year you're on the tip of your seat, any of the Cowboy fans, which we have a lot in New York, it's always this year, and you're there every year waiting, watching, and it never happens. And I think that's pretty much what's happening with the Knicks, because how hard is it for us to get a couple of pieces to win the championship? You know, it can be done. They've done it. They did it with Denver just this year. That was, I don't want to say staged, but it was kind of like they kind of pushed a lot in that way to and it's all about marketing, and it comes down to the business of things at the end of the day. I don't really think it's so much about winning or losing, because players ultimately, they get what they're supposed to get or what they're asking for. But I think sometimes when, like, say if a team like the Knicks win, a lot of people will be satisfied with this saying, I finally saw them win, and they're not as apt to be in tune with what's going on with the Knicks once they see that. So if each year they sit there thinking they got a chance, they're there from the beginning of the season to the end. And that's just what I think. I don't think they want the Knicks to win the championship. But I'll always be a Knicks fan no matter what.
Okay, moving right along, man. You said Jalen Brunson. You like that sign?
That move, yeah.
What you like about Jalen Brunson, man?
That he can create his own shot. He's not afraid to take that big shot, and he's got a lot of heart, man. He's from the area. He's just he brings a lot of heart to the Knicks. Something that we need as far as a point guard.
He's the greatest point guard since.
I would have to say maybe Bernard King.
Bernard King?
Yeah. I would say since Bernard King. We haven't really had a good point guard since somewhere around there. I mean, we had some decent guards. We had Houston, who also took us to a championship, fell short. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the Bernard King days, maybe Doc Rivers, somewhere around there. He's the best I've seen in a couple decades. That's hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down. There's no doubt about that.
And would you consider him a floor general?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. He is definitely a floor general, yes.
What do you say to those who say that he shoots too much?
Well, what I say to people who say that, they're not watching Knicks basketball. We need somebody that shoots enough and scores more than they don't score. So it's all right for a person to shoot a lot when they score most of the time. So I have no problem with him taking the shots at all.
Okay.
Green light for me all day.
Green light for you. Okay. Now I want to talk about big men, right? Players like Hardest Thing, Mitchell Robinson. When we speak of the center position, right? Do you think Mitchell Robinson is coming to the player we all expected him to be? Or do you feel it's time to either trade Mitch, man?
Yeah, because
Where you at with Mitch, man?
I think that in this league today, for us big men, if you can't put it on the floor and shoot, like you really not, or you're not getting a lot of, you're not a shot block or anything like that. You're really not a lot of use to most teams in the NBA because most bigs these days they're running like guards and shooting, you know. So this guy, I don't really see a lot of see him as being a real offensive threat nor a defensive threat. I mean, it's always good to have a big body on the floor as a presence, but you know you got to instill fear in your opponents, and I don't see him doing that.
You don't see Mitchell Robinson being a defensive threat? He blocks shots.
I mean, he's not known to be a shot blocker. I mean, that's not, you know, he's
known for his defense, man.
Well, I haven't seen him do much this past season. You know, he didn't show up in the playoffs. I didn't see him showing up in the playoffs. So, I don't know. I mean, I think that we can. It wouldn't be hard to replace him. Let me just put it that way.
Okay, I can respect your opinion on that.
Yeah, I don't see. It won't be very hard to find somebody, even off somebody's bench, to replace what he does. That's just my take.
Okay, so you feel he's not offensive enough as well?
Right. Because these days, bigs, they got to have some offense too. You know? Unless you're just that guy on defense. And he's not that guy. I mean, he's, you know, like you say, he poses some kind of, you know, threat to some degree, but he's not that guy. Like, if he's on the floor, nobody's going to the hole. You got guys that'll come right at it, you know.
Okay. And I call my man the gorilla glue of the team, Josh Hart.
I like him.
What you like about him, man?
I like his tenacity. You know, he's not afraid to throw his body out there or to go at that superstar or to take the shot when he need somebody else to take the shot other than Brunson or Randle. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I really took a shining to him this playoff. You know, this playoff season, this postseason, he really he came through for us.
Okay.
He really came through.
Did you follow him when he was on Portland?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay, so you ain't know what to expect.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. When I saw him, I was like, oh, okay, this guy, you know, good pickup.
Do he remind you of a certain player?
Let's see, who would I?
As far as diving for loose balls, I already got a name in mind, man.
Who is it that?
I'm gonna say Doc Rivers, man.
Yeah,
remember when Doc Rivers dived for the ball, chipped his tooth?
Yes, I was thinking of somebody that's more today. Somebody that's in the league today who sacrifices their body like that. Who we got?
Draymond Green?
That's one. There's quite a few guys who put it out there, who really puts it out there. Yeah, he's definitely I wouldn't mind, you know, they sign him. He should be a signed player, you know. So like give him a contract.
Okay.
So, yeah,
all right. Now we're gonna make some big splashes, man.
Okay.
We're gonna play in the water a little bit. You know. My man, Julius Randle. Talk to me nice, man. Don't beat me up if we ain't on the same way when we speak of this guy. Are you Team Randle, man? Are you Mr. 25 and 10 during the regular season is everything, but he doesn't show up during the postseason, he's still my guy type of fan?
The only couple things I got with Julius Randle is this. His shot selection sometimes, like he makes poor decisions at times, crucial times.
Illustrate.
Like, okay, the game in the postseason where he sprained his ankle, like sometimes he's out of control and he's erratic, you know, and sometimes he doesn't know when he should pass the ball and get it back. He'll just hold on to it and just try too hard to create, and then a lot of times he makes blunders and it costs the team. So that's my only problem. But he's a tough guy. He can, you know, pretty much do it all. He shoot, take it to the hole, plays defense. So yeah, I mean, he's definitely a key piece to what the Knicks got going on.
Okay.
I have no qualm for him being there for another 2 or 3 years.
Do you recognize Julius Randle during the playoffs? Do he look like the same player?
No, absolutely
Are you
not.
saying to yourself, where the fuck is Randle?
Absolutely not. He has not. He's merely been a shell of himself in this postseason as opposed to who he is in the regular season. He definitely didn't give us that Julius Randle that we came to respect those last few months of the regular season. I don't know. Hopefully, those things will change from season to season. It'll start to become more, save a little bit for the postseason.
Okay.
Which is what a lot of players are doing.
Is he built for New York? With everything that went down, with him thumbing down Knicks fans, with him getting into an altercation with Emmanuel Quickley, with him actually being seen pushing Tom Thibodeau when Tom Thibodeau was trying to calm him down. Is he New York built, man? Is he built for New York, or do you think he went through the trenches, man?
That is New York all the way. Everything you just described is New York all the way. What you have it in there, that's us. Raunchy, aggressive. We need that in New York. That's what makes New York New York.
I mean, this is Nick talking, right? The attitude that Julius Randle have towards Emmanuel Quickley, he's all in his face. The attitude he had against the coach trying to obtain him and he shoved the coach. I need that on the floor, man.
Right.
During the postseason, man.
Absolutely.
I need that aggression. It's like he's shooting himself in the foot.
Right.
Like he's the gun, but he's turning it on his teammates. He's turning it on his staff. I mean, like, goddamn, man. If you got the gun and getting ready to shoot the Arsenal,
shoot at the enemy.
That's where I'm at with him, man.
That's your comrades. I agree with that. Take some of that aggression and put it towards the
and then at the end of the day, we see his son and the fans sitting in the crowd, the big afro crying.
Right. That, you got a point there.
That's all I'm saying, man. Exactly. Where's the 25? I'm talking to you, G5. Where the hell is the 25 intern during the motherfucking postseason, man?
Yeah, he definitely turned into another guy, less of a form of himself. That's what happens sometimes when the big light shine on you. You tend to turn to someone else, and unfortunately.
And how many years he been with the Knicks?
I'm gonna say he's been with them about 6 seasons now.
No, it seems like that when you go to the postseason and stink it up. He only been with us going on his 4. But it seems like he's been with us for 6. Yeah. Nick throwing shots.
Well, he came the last year. Porzingis was there. He came that last year. Did he play?
No, Porzingis left. He never got to play with Porzingis. That's another bum.
We over in Washington now.
I don't know where the fuck he at. I really don't care. I think he went. Yeah, he's not with us.
He wound up in Washington.
He's not with us. Yeah. And I'm happy about that. But let's talk about the sanitation garbage we got with the Knicks right now. Right. It's time to recycle, man. It's time to put your plastic in the. If you own the house, right? The house is Madison Square Garden, man. You just can't throw your garbage in. You got to separate the paper from the plastic. Let's recycle Julius Randle, man. I think he's in the mix of shit that he shouldn't be. I feel that Obi shouldn't have been the player that's being shipped to Indiana. Were you high on Obi Toppin as a power forward, man, who didn't get the minutes? Were you high on that? Are you disappointed?
Yeah. I expected to see more of him in the postseason. I don't know what that was about. I don't know. I mean, I guess we were advancing. So I guess a lot of coaches just feel like I'm gonna stick to what's been working. Sometimes different things work for different teams. Is what I don't think coaches realize. Like, this might work for you in this series with this team, and that series with this team, but this particular team you got to switch it up. And I think that's what I think that's the mistake Thibodeau might have made this year. He didn't really switch it up from team.
So his rotations.
Yeah, I think when he got to Miami, he should have even though he had a couple of injuries, but like you said, Thompson, he should have got more minutes in that Miami.
Obi Toppin.
Obi Toppin, excuse me. He should have got more minutes in that city.
Speaking of Obi Toppin, do you think he was just a fast break player? Do you think he brought more to the table?
He gets out on the fast break, but sometimes when you're known for something, That's all you're being used for. You don't get the chance to exploit your other talents and strong points. So I think that's what happened with him. You know what I mean? He got, he was just he. They look for him a lot on those breaks. He never really asked for the ball or tried to do things on his, create stuff when he had the ball on his own. So I guess they felt like this is the role, this is what he needed to do, and that's what he stuck with.
Okay. And we're almost at the end of the road, man. Emmanuel Quickley, man. Some say he got robbed for the Sixth Man Award that he should have gotten the way he played off the bench as a two guard. You agree or disagree, man? Are you big on Emmanuel Quickley, man?
I am, but I don't think he earned his stripes yet. I'm all right with where they went for that 6 man, but he'll get there.
So you don't feel he's worth that $100 million contract he's asking for, man?
Like I said, he gotta take some more licks before he start asking for $100 million. Right there. Look, put another good season in, put some numbers up, and niggas, it's in you. It's in him.
What's his strong point? What's his strength concerning his game?
I would say driving to the rack. He got a good drive game. I think he got a good drive game. He does. He got a good first step. He can drive to the rack. Like this boy Max from Philly.
Okay.
Their games remind me of each other.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
But if you had to choose out of the two, who would you pick?
The boy from Max, I would take Max.
What Max he got that Emmanuel Quickley don't?
The jump shot. He got the jump shot. His jump shot is better.
I seen the game one-on-one between Emmanuel Quickley and Maxey, and I seen Emmanuel Quickley shake Maxey out his boots, make him fall.
I don't doubt it.
Point it at him, like, look, there he is on his ass. Bust the move and made a shot.
I don't doubt it, man. Like I said, man, this is my opinion.
You know, I respect it.
What I mean? So I don't doubt it. But, they both great players.
Okay.
They're both great players. But, Quickley, he's more proven. I mean, even though they fall short in the postseason, but he's held up both seasons, last year and this one. He did what he had to do.
Okay.
As a personal player.
Okay. Now you've seen the series between Miami and the Knicks.
Yes.
Who gets the blame for us being shipped on? Who came up short, man?
I think that Miami's just a better team.
We was beating them all.
Let me say this. I think Miami wanted it more. They outplayed the Knicks. I'll take that back about being a better team. Take that back. I think Miami wanted it more. And they shooters came through for them. Like they 3-point shooters, they came through for them. They did. So I just think that they wanted it more. They outplayed the Knicks. That's what that was.
Is it safe to say Tom Thibodeau was out-coached?
And that too. Because there was a lot of strategic shit going on over there from Postseason. You know what I'm saying? He was really watching. So yeah, it had a combination of both. Yeah, and it could have been him, the coach, that fueled them. Like, listen, you guys, man, and you can make them play harder. You know what I mean? Because I think the Knicks got better talent, more talent than man for man. I think the Knicks got more talent than Miami.
So if the Knicks got better players, man for man, than Miami Heat, then it should fall on the coach then.
Ultimately, I guess you would say that. Yeah. I guess yeah. Well, when you look at it like that,
if that's your philosophy, if you're talking about,
you're right. Because I do remember saying to myself during that series, yo, this dude Eric Spoelstra is out coaching this guy. But I didn't really chalk it up to them losing the series. Man. If you think about it, like, yeah, that's probably where it came from. Spoelstra just like, it was the coach. He took them all the way to the damn championship. So yeah, I'm gonna say coaching had a lot to do with that.
Okay. Listen, my man, I want to thank you for coming on Real Talk with Nick, man.
No problem.
I'm here with the OG. We talking Knick basketball. We're in the Hall of Harlem. We're in Marcus Garvey's Park. Sitting there, my man. He's the porter.
On his lunch break.
Oh, shit. On your lunch break and you blowing it down?
Oh, yeah. It's my lunch break. This is my free time.
I ain't mad at you, player.
Free time.
Can I get a last puff, man, before we close this shit out? Puff for the championship for the next upcoming season, man. That's right. Oh, shit.